So creationism versus evolution. I will start off by saying that the only natural, mechanical, physical explanation we have for the origin of the species that is the most tenable is evolution. It's not Darwin's theory. It would be punctuated equilibrium. At least that's my understanding of it. Now, caveating that, there is a lot of interesting things that they say. I am a strong believer in diversity, and I like to listen to them. They inspired me to do a research paper on the uncertainties with isotopic dating. And I found that we've been grossly underestimating the uncertainties in geological dating using isochrones. And I went ahead and published that just by listening to that and thinking about it and looking at it differently. So that's really important. But the evidence is just profound that the Earth is old. You look at the light that we see from distant galaxies. You look at the isotopes we have in the Earth. The isotopes, for example, technetium is an interesting one. The longest half-life that you have in technetium is on the order of about 1 million years. And so it's not naturally found in nature, but it's right in the middle of the periodic chart of the elements. If you look at the actinides, the only ones that are naturally occurring, uranium and thorium, are ones that have half-lives that are around the age of the Earth or older. With the exception of uranium-235, which has a half-life of about 700 million years, which is a fraction of the Earth's age, but it's in an abundance that's about 0.7%. And so it's a tiny little abundance because it's been decaying quite fast for some time. But uranium-238, which has a half-life of around 4.5 billion years, about the age of the Earth, that's the major isotope that you have. It's only gone through half of its half-life. And so it is interesting to listen to what they say. For example, let me give you one that'll really give you a ringer. Another professor here at North Carolina State University found what looked like viable tissue in a T-Rex fossil. And after she reported that, nobody believed it at first, but once she reported that and it got published in Science, other people started finding it. The movable cartilage and tissue that had not decayed in such a way that you could still see the cellular structure. And other people started finding it in other fossils. Once you started looking for it, that's what they started to find. Now, that doesn't mean that, that the Earth is only 6,000 years old. All of those researchers that found that are trying to figure out how that could last for millions and millions of years without it, fossilizing or something else. So it is interesting to hear what they have to say. It's interesting for me to listen to anybody, especially when they're a trained scientist, even if I disagree with them, like string theory. I think string theory is really pure philosophy, but it's interesting to listen to. So, the age of the Earth, there's a wealth of evidence that it's really old. So I hope that helps. Thanks for the question. Have a good day. Bye.